Welcome, Riverside. I'm your host, J.R. Ibarra. We start off this week's show reminding everyone of some popular events coming up here in our city. We also learn about an interesting program in the works to help seniors and a special collaboration with Parks and Recreation with the initiative to help keep one of our parks clean and safe. This is just a taste of what's to come on this edition of Inside Riverside. We have a very special guest joining us today, and that is Councilmember Steve Hemingway out of Ward 7 here in the city of Riverside, here to tell us some exciting news about a very special upcoming event. Councilmember, thank you for joining us today. Tell us about Local Vibes and what it's all about.
Yeah, thank you so much. Well, we have a great event coming out to Ward 7 at Norte Vista High School, and it is called Local Vibes. It's on May 18. It's a great series and a special opportunity that fosters community here and invites people to come out and get together. It's an initiative that the city has been really focusing on to get more opportunities for community events in our various wards, and this is just one of the first. So it's a creative rides car show, and it's, again, provided by the City of Riverside, and it's in partnership with Division 9 Gallery. It's just an amazing event. We're going to have lots of things out there. So.
What are some of the activities, some of the things that people can expect when they come to this event?
Yeah, so there's going to be live entertainment. I think there's going to be some food and some pizza for sure. So you want to bring your appetite and all those things. And there'll be even some art exhibits. And I just want to note, we're going to feature our very own Norte Vista High School art students. So you'll get to see some unique art installations. They'll have special dance shows, and they're even going to make booths available for folks to really check it out.
So really, it's the type of event you want to bring the family out to. There's going to be a number of things that just about anybody can enjoy in this type of event.
Absolutely. Yep. Again, just to foster community and to get folks to have an amazing event to come out to highlight our Norte Vista students. That's the key there, and just have a good time.
All right, Councilmember, remind us once again the location, the date, and the time.
Absolutely. So Saturday, May 18th from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. This is at the Norte Vista High School in the campus quad. Again, we're going to have lots of art, food, dancing, you name it. We want to give a big thank you, though, before we end here to our community partners, Norte Vista High School, for hosting the event, and of course our city, our arts and cultural affairs team. Just an amazing group of folks that put things together. And I'll give a shout out to my Ward 7 team, who also helped coordinate it. We're just grateful to be able to do some amazing things in the city and in our ward.
Councilmember, thank you so much for joining us. We look forward to being with you at the Local Vibes event.
Great. We'll see you there.
And speaking of events, this Saturday, May 4th, the Show and Go Car Show for Charity returns and transforms downtown Riverside into a haven for classic car enthusiasts. With nearly 1,000 vintage automobiles on display, the streets will come alive with a roar of engines and a gleam of polished chrome. Spanning from the historic Mission Inn to 13th Street, the event features a parade of timeless automotive treasures cruising through the heart of the city. What's more, entry is free for all. So we invite you, the public, to marvel at these automotive masterpieces and soak in the vibrant atmosphere. On May 5th, First Sundays returns as Captain Carl's mobile tide pool makes a stop at the Casablanca Library. Brought to you by the Museum of Riverside, this event allows guests to interact with marine creatures under the guidance of Captain Carl. Participants can touch starfish, sea squirts, and urchins, bringing a taste of the ocean to Riverside's doorstep. It's a hands-on experience sure to delight both adults and children alike. Well, we are back again with our Riverside TV sports expert, Pep Fernandez. He's here and ready to bring us the latest on what's going on in the local sports scene. Pep, take it away.
All right, thanks, JR. Let's start in the pool at the CIF Southern Section Division I prelims at Mount San Antonio College. Shout out to the Riverside Poly Bears, including star swimmer Ava Deanda, who qualified for 4 championship finals, 2 different relay teams. Also, she posted the top time in the 100 freestyle in prelims, also qualified for the 200 freestyle finals. That will be on Saturday at Mount Sac. Now we go from swimming to softball. Playoff time on the softball diamond. King at home against Dos Pueblos from Goleta from the Santa Barbara area in the Division III wildcard game. Pick up the highlights in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Wolves already up 7-0 when Giselle Guzman laces the RBI double to extend the King lead to 8-0. Dos Pueblos would send Caitlin Ashby to the circle in relief, but it would not matter. King puts this game away on the Sherry Thompson RBI double all the way to the fence and right. That makes it 10-0, and that is your ball game. King wins 10-0 in 6 innings to advance in Division III. They would go on to beat Arcadia 6-1 in the official first round. Now they will take on Bishop Amat in the second round in Division III. And we'll keep it at King High School for a little bit of spring football. Yes, it's that time as high school football teams are back on the field preparing for the 2024 season. The King Wolves coming off a great season in which not only did they make the playoffs, they went all the way to the Division VII semifinals. It was a heartbreaking overtime loss against El Dorado in the semis, but head coach Jason McMains and the King Wolves are ready to bounce back in a big way, and it all starts right now in the spring.
You know, it's just seeing all the new players come out, new guys in new positions, and really seeing the hard work that everyone's putting in, you know, since basically the end of December, you know, through the off season in the weight room, OTAs back in March, and just kind of now we're all on the field. Spring sports are over with, so we're kind of slowly but surely getting a full squad in, so it's exciting. We're really having fun out here. Our base is going to be built right now. You know, our foundation, what we want with our team, from our run game, you know, how important that's going to be this year to developing the skill guys. We got some new guys in our front 7 that we're real excited about. But, you know, it's just building that new team in 24, you know, and build off what we did this past season.
Now we head over to Ramona High School as the Rams celebrated their Hall of Fame class of 2024. And you might recognize this face, a very familiar face here on Riverside TV. Jeff Gorham going into the Hall of Fame, basketball star, coach, and obviously broadcaster now with Riverside TV. We had Chris and Dario Camacho, football stars. Lisa Court Bax for volleyball, basketball, and softball. Annabelle Sanchez Corral for tennis. And the 2023 Ramona Rams football team, who not only won the CIF Southern Section Division 11 title, but they also won a state championship this season. Congratulations to the Hall of Fame class at Ramona High School, including our own Jeff Gorham. Congratulations, everyone. And next week here on Inside Riverside, we'll have details on the Riverside Sport Hall of Fame, which is taking place next Monday at CBU. JR, back to you.
You may have seen some bright-colored areas in the bike lanes while driving or riding your bike around town. They're called green conflict zones and provide better safety for both motorists and cyclists alike. Here's info on how to handle these zones should you come across them.
Summer is here, and it's the perfect time to get out and bike Riverside. Whether you're riding through the tree-lined parkway of Victoria Avenue, traveling along the Santa Ana River Trail, or exploring the Sycamore Canyon Wilderness Park, there are plenty of opportunities to engage in the wonders of Riverside. Did you know that regardless of whether a bikeway is striped, stenciled, or a sign is present on any given street, bicycles are permitted on all roads in the state of California, with the exception of access-controlled freeways? Here in Riverside, we've introduced the green conflict zones for bicyclists. The green paint along the roadways promotes awareness for riders crossing right turn lanes at intersections. Motorists should yield to a bicyclist who is within the green conflict zone. Also be aware of the 3-foot rule. In 2014, California passed a law which requires that drivers maintain a minimum 3-foot buffer when passing a bicyclist. Bicyclists do not have to give cars 3 feet of space. State law does not guarantee drivers a right to pass whenever or wherever they want. Drivers may only pass another vehicle or bicycle when it is safe to do so, and must slow down to a reasonable speed until it's safe to pass. If you're not sure how much room you're giving the bicyclist, remember that. If you don't know for sure, then you're probably too close. To learn more about various bicycle programs, visit riversideca.gov/publicworks. Be safe and enjoy the ride.
To address the pressing issue of housing instability among Riverside's elderly population, the city has rolled out a groundbreaking program known as the Supplemental Rental Assistance Program for seniors. This initiative aims to prevent homelessness by providing up to $600 in rental aid to residents aged 70 and above. Funded with a hefty $900,000 from the American Rescue Plan Act, this project targets seniors struggling with rent while awaiting Section 8 vouchers or affordable housing options. With California's housing crisis taking a toll on seniors, this program is a ray of hope, offering much-needed stability to those on fixed incomes. And what's more, if funds are left after 6 months, even more seniors could benefit. This will be a definite game changer in Riverside's fight against homelessness among its elderly community. In a refreshing twist, the Inland Empire Waterkeeper, a nonprofit dedicated to preserving local water quality, has teamed up with the City of Riverside Parks, Recreation and Community Services Department to adopt Martha McLean Anza Narrows Park. Their mission? To revitalize this area and safeguard the neighboring Santa Ana River. Through engaging initiatives like monthly volunteer cleanups, they're tackling trash buildup to ensure the river remains clean and accessible for outdoor enthusiasts. This collaboration reflects a commitment to public access and community engagement, signaling a positive step towards revitalizing the city's historical park. All right, Riverside, as we wrap up the show, stay tuned because we've got a lineup of exciting events happening across town next week. Interested in learning more? Dive into the community calendar at riversideca.gov/calendar. I'm J.R. Ibarra. Thanks for joining us on this edition of Inside Riverside.